Hello, my beautiful people. It is August 17th, right? Yeah, August 17th is Happy Sunday Fun Day. And we're going to see what today brings us, of course. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, of course. My personal reading, if you want a personal reading, rather hit me up in my email, which is in the description box. And if you're a person on the go, don't have time for a long reading, check out my under 10-minute readings on Instagram and TikTok under I am Adam Keith. So, yesterday's reading was quite a doozy. That was a priority reading. It's like the clock is ticking, man. It's like, ooh, it's funny. You know, when you really deceive somebody, when you really throw somebody under the bus, everything that person did to you is what they wind up getting in the end. So it was about trusting somebody. They're around people that they can no longer trust. You know, things of that nature. It's it's really kind of a, you know, just the way the energy works, you know, because you start dimming somebody else's light intentionally, or taking away someone's innocence in that sense. That's the cosmos. That's the universe. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be playing that role. And so the universe is then having to teach you some very harsh lessons until you wake up. Well, hopefully you wake up. Unfortunately, some of our people here, they are not waking up. Still living in their delusions, and they're wondering, what's going on? Why is everything a mess? All right, guys. Still shuffling here. Oops, that was almost off the edge of the table. Yes? Okay, perfect. All right. Two of Cups in reverse. We have the Chariot in the upright. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Nine of Swords in the upright. The Hermit in reverse. And we have the Judgment in reverse. Okay. Somebody's going through a nightmare situation. Well, we kind of already know that with these people, but you know, it's right here as the Nine of Swords. Of course, the Judgment is in reverse, correct? Then we have the Fool in the upright. We have the Temperance in reverse. It's like three major arcana side by side. We have the Three of Cups in the upright. Someone's really nervous about you having these new starts, these new beginnings, enjoying your friends, your relatives, maybe new love you have in. And again, someone's very nervous that you're very joyous and happy. And, you know, they're not particularly keen on this because, again, they're going through a nightmare situation, and we have the heartbreak card right behind it. So there's a lot of disappointment, a lot of heartbreak, things just not going well. Is this, yeah, and our low-vibing femme is here is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, do we need any clarification here? No. Their life is in chaos. We see the Temperance in reverse. Now we do see the Fool here, which is somebody who wants to take a leap of faith, or maybe somebody's trying to block this leap of faith. Are these three cards together? They are. Are they the low-vibing mask? Yeah, low-vibing mask in the past. I had no doubt about that. We do have the Judgment in reverse, though. So it's like they may not be waking up to something. And again, that may be for them to having to heal. Or, I mean, I think it's very clear why. They know why they're getting their karma. I think it's very clear, at least with this low-vibing mask from the past. And as we stated before, I think it's a problem of them not waking, like not doing anything to change it, you know. So let's read it. Do we need clarification here? No. They wanted to get clarification on the Fool. So let's do that. And I'll use the Klimt deck too, the Rune and the Klimt deck today. Okay. So let's check out this Fool card here. Taking a leap. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles again in reverse. There she is. And the Ace of Swords in the upright. Okay. And there's the Page of Wands in the upright. Oh, yeah. All right. This person is very battled. They're done. They're done fighting. I think they're done fighting this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I think they're done fighting that creepy Emperor person. I think they're done fighting themselves in a way, because I think this person was trying to resist their ego and everything else is associated with this. I think they're done fighting the universe, or trying to fight the universe, I should say. So they want to reach out, but they want to tell you the truth about this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Again, I don't think they're going to tell you what their part was in it. I don't think they're going to mention very much about what they did. I think it's going to be about just this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which will be truth. It will be truth there. So, but, and I think this is probably something that you're probably going to be interested in learning what this person was doing anyway. Because I think most of you know you may know bits and pieces, you may know something, but I don't think you know the details of how dark some of this stuff went. And this person is coming in to tell you that. And so they are taking a leap of faith towards you. Okay. Yeah, Four of Cups. It's going to be an offer here to like coming in with you, because they don't know how you're going to react, of course, to this. Because, you know, this is the person that cried wolf 110 times, you know. It's not exactly someone you can trust, you know, because they just proved it time and time again. I mean, that's their own doing. So they're going to have to come in, you know, they are taking this leap of faith. They're a little like hesitant about doing it. I think, again, for most of you, again, this is a general reading. For some of you, this person will not come in. Depends on, you know, the story. So we have the Judgment in reverse here. Okay, so let's get some clarification for the Judgment in reverse. Judgment reversed. Well, we have the Page of Swords in the upright, and we have the Three of Pentacles in the upright. And then we have the Judgment in the upright. Okay. We have the Four of Wands in the upright. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. You know, this person, the illusions are not working anymore. There's no more options left. Is these two cards together? Or the three cards together? No, the two cards together. Is this my high vibing collective's energy? Okay. So is this love vibing? Okay, wanting to come in and kind of work with the high vibing collective? Yeah. All right. We have the King of Cups in reverse. There they are. And the Chariot in reverse. And the Magician in reverse. Okay. Okay. So we do have someone that's not quite woken up to everything, right? That, again, they're going to tell you some of the things that you're going to definitely want to hear, because I think you're going to be kind of curious as to what this Queen of Pentacles in reverse was doing. And then, you know, we have this person who's very upset, very angry. You have to be careful, because, again, this person can be manipulative, right? The Chariot in reverse and the Magician in reverse, this person is not be able to make their life move forward. And this is because they just weren't waking up to things. And so that, I think, for the King of Cups here in reverse, I think that's a lot of the story here, is that this person knows they are neutralized, that they cannot move forward, that the universe is not allowing them to move forward until something is done about what they have to do and come in. They have to start speaking some truth. They have to start setting things right, or else they're just never moving forward again. It's like it's going to be stagnation for the rest of their lives. And trust me, the universe can do that. So we have this Judgment here. This Judgment in this Four of Wands is you. This is you having woken up to the cause a long time ago. This is, you know, the universe looking down favor upon you. You know, you've been building a new foundation. It's the Four of Wands. You will be building this new foundation with, of course, the new person that's coming in for you. And this person does want to come in and speak to you. Of course, it's the Page of Swords, and wants to work with you. Now, it is the Three of Pentacles. Now, this work could be, you know, anything. It could be wanting maybe to get in on what you're doing, but it could be the simple thing of wanting to come in and needing your help to put this Queen of Pentacles in her place. And I think that's really about more what this is about, because this person's coming in because they also need your help, because this Queen of Pentacles is unrelenting. It's just, she just does not want to stop, because she's living in Cuckooville. Like, this is someone who's really needs a psychiatrist or a padded room or something. So let's put that all in. Come back here. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So that was there. I don't know why I didn't put them on the actual table, but we'll get one for the ethereal. Put that on the table. Okay. The Sun in reverse, yeah. And we have the Nine of Cups in the upright. Is this Mahavama Collective? This is what they want. Yeah, there they are, the King of Swords in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles. Is this the creepy one? Is this the love? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, they're hoping that it's not too late to come in and reveal these things about what happened with the money, what this Queen of Pentacles was doing. Now, they are coming as a King of Swords in reverse. Okay? So we have to be careful about this, because like I said, I don't think this person's going to be coming in and telling you all the truth. I think they're going to tell you probably, like I said, about the low vibing femme, but I think they're going to leave a lot about themselves out of it. Or they're going to be the victim, or they're going to be the hero of the story. It's Nine of Cups, of course, is them wanting wish fulfillment. And I think that the wish fulfillment is you, or at least what you're obtaining. The Sun card in reverse is, again, very, in this kind of way right now, is what the Judgment is kind of feeling to me as well, is that they just didn't wake up to the calls. They didn't take their North Node to co-create with the universe. They took their South Node, which was very detrimental to themselves and to the people around them. And this is where all the karma is coming in. So this was, trying to take this easy route around things, trying to take things that were not theirs, trying to take the shortcuts, etc., that were not going to work. The universe was not going to allow that. And, then we have the Two of Cups here in reverse. Well, this is, of course, the estrangement with this Queen of Pentacles, because they're not getting along. They're not seeing eye to eye. And if they're in a group, like with the creepy Emperor person, they're not getting along. There's broken contracts here. But of course, this is also the two of you. Obviously, you two are not getting along. You're not talking to each other, whatever. So that's representing that as well. Let's get another card. Just want to see what's in the back. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's no happiness here. There's no joy, and there was never going to be with these kind of people. I mean, you can't get blood out of stone. So I don't know what these people were thinking. Two of Cups in reverse. Tell me what this Two of Cups in reverse, please. Tell me what this Two of Cups is. There we go. Yes. All right, so we have the Eight of Coins in the upright, and we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Behind the deck, we have the Page of Swords again. So we've been seeing a lot of pages come out where they were kind of making, a movement towards you, wanting to speak to you. This, again, could be a text, could be an email or some sort. I mean, it's possible that they show up your door. I don't think that's going to be the case, but... So... very funny, because on this particular thing, there's a man and woman, and she's pregnant. It's like pregnant with new eyes. It's almost like there's, if they would have stuck with you, they're trying to get a remorse and regret, right? Because of what they did. Coming in to, again, work with you, money, if they would have stayed with you, if they would have worked with you, if they would have healed, things would have been very different. And I think that's what they're thinking about as well. I want another card here for this Eight of Pentacles, please. Okay. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I'm very unhappy. Ten of Swords in reverse. and the Ten of Wands in the upright, with the Eight of Swords in the upright, with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so there's no new they're feeling trapped, you know, again, from what they created. Again, for some of these people it could be jail time. Ten of Wands, of course, they want to get out of the burdens. There was no creativity, no passion, no new adventures here where they're at. And we see the Ten of Swords in reverse is them very unhealed and them unwilling or unable. I don't think it's an unable, I think it's an unwillingness, because we've seen that Hangman in reverse, where it's about the arrogance and the ego not wanting to do so. And we have the Ten of Cups here too, so there's a lot of misery here. Again, I think that's what they're thinking. If they would have worked with you, they would have done things differently. They wouldn't be in the state that they're in now. Two of Cups. Tell me about this Two of Cups, please. Two of Cups, please. Tell me about this Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Thank you. So we have the Five of Wands in the upright. So is this feeling competition for the new person? Is it also fighting amongst these people, or is it they coming in to fight with my collective? No. Competition, yeah. Ace of Swords in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Oof. The Moon in reverse, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. See, this is like the Ace of Swords in reverse. Is this the energy they're coming in with? Is this the energy of the Queen of Pentacles? Yes. Are they, and so they're not fighting together, correct? So this is about just competition. The Five of Wands here is the competition that has your low vibing mass season. They have competition now that you have either a new person already in your life, or they know somebody's coming in. They can either feel the shift. The universe is kind of letting them know that. Because like people are like, well, how do they know? Because the universe will bring those energies in to sort of let them know something's up. Because the universe wants them to feel certain things. Let's just put it that way. So they're coming in and they're wanting to reveal, again, this not receiving this Knight of Pentacles. They want to come in and tell about the lies, about the Ten of Pentacles in loss. But again, it's going to be all about the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, with this Emperor in reverse. And, they're going to kind of leave themselves out of the story as much as possible. And then we have the Six of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Cups in the upright, and the Four of Wands in reverse. Foundations are falling apart. There's no victory here because there was a lot of ego. Of course, that's what was keeping them from doing the right thing. So they weren't getting recognized. They didn't get the status, the money or fame, fortune, whatever they were looking for. They didn't get it. Seven of Cups here. Is this their energy? Is this my high-vibing tribe? They know that the options are coming to you. And this is the thing about the universe. It's like it's bringing you all these beautiful options because you did the work. Unlike these people who were trying to, take things that were not theirs. So we have the Chariot in here. This is very much your energy, the universe wanting to move you to victory. And of course, they would love to hitch their little red wagon to your chariot. Tell me about the Chariot, please. Oops. Tell me about the Chariot. All right, we have the Fool in the upright. We also have the Magician in the reverse. And behind that, we have the Two of Swords in the upright. Behind that, we also have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. And of course, we have the Page of Cups in the upright, Five of Pentacles in the upright, and the Empress in the upright. So they're feeling left out in the cold because you're no longer associating with them. Excuse me. And of course, the Page of Cups is here. They want to come in and apologize because they didn't receive a wish fulfillment, of course. There was a lot of indulgence here, a lot of ego and everything else. So that they know clearly that you are this Empress energy, and everybody else can see this energy about you as well. And this is the Empress is very productive. She creates new things, whether it be actual new life if you're a woman, or You know, man or woman can, of course, bring in new things of creativity, you know, new ways of doing things, science, you know, literature, films, whatever it may be. So it's creating things on a new level, and which is kind of what, you know, really what we need right now, especially with the you know, we're moving into this Aquarian age. And a lot of this is happening behind the scenes. A lot of people don't hear about these things that are happening because, of course, you know, the media and everything else wants to keep you in fear and in darkness. So you have to do a little more research and see what's going on. And most people don't really have the time, nor, you know, maybe science isn't their thing, so they're not really watching it. So it doesn't really help, you know, that you know, these people keep spewing the same BS. And now we have the Fool card here. This is, you know, again, taking a leap of faith towards you. The Magician, manipulating. No, this is just, they're just neutralized here with the Magician in the reverse. This is the, is it also representing the Queen here? No. So again, it's like they're having to just take a leap of faith, because there's no way that they're able to do anything. They can't manifest anything. They also can't fool you either. So they have to be very careful what they say to you. But you're still going to know that they're going to be leaving things out anyway. And the Two of Swords, there's the decision, right? And they're making this decision because, again, they're just experiencing nothing but karma. So give me another card here for the Chariot, please. High Priestess in reverse. There is her toxic, very toxic femme. Nine of Pentacles in the upright. That is you. And we have the Five of Swords in reverse. So very defeated. I think this High Priestess, in some ways, she's trying to pretend she's not defeated, but she really is. Like, she doesn't want to admit it. And of course, the High Priestess in reverse leads people down the path of a really wrong path knowingly. This person knows what they were doing. And of course, you know, catty corner to this is the Six of Cups. So this person doesn't have any good experiences from this person. They never got along. There was just, you know, maybe for the very few months that they were together, and then everything started going south, because these people were never going to see eye to eye. There was never any love here. There was never anything here that would put these people together, except for the opportunist. You know, it was about the money, the status, the fame, whatever. You know, it was about how it looked on paper. And that was about it. So there was nothing solid putting these people together. And, you know, the difference between you and them is, you know, night and day, different planets. It's like, you know, it's so obvious now. It's so completely obvious, not just to them, but to everybody else. And we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands in the upright. So they're wanting to come in. They're just done. They're tired. They're exhausted. You know, they're just exhausted having to deal with this on a day-to-day basis. And then plus, you know, the karma keeps rolling in. And so every time they turn around, there's another problem, you know. A little coffee today. All right, tell me about the Six of Cups in reverse. All right, we have the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, and we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands in the upright. So again, they're making, you know, they're feeling lonely and isolated here. This is also a person that is not healed. Two of Wands, they're trying to make a plan to come towards you. They are just packed down with problems. I mean, this person, I think they're not going to mention how much of a you know, to really mention the state of their life and how bad it is and how things are falling apart. I don't think they're going to mention that to you. I think they're going to concentrate on just telling you about this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Again, you are this Nine of Pentacles in the upright. You are showing up again as this Empress energy. Justice is playing out. There's a justice in reverse, so there was definitely an injustice done here, and the scales are being, balanced. They're getting their karma, and there it is. There she is again, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. She just popped up 3 times in this position. So very greedy, self-centered person as well, and that's why the two of these were sort of a perfect energetic match, at least at one time. Oops. We have the Three of Swords in the upright. Nothing but heartbreak and disappointment here. Lots of it. And they know, again, the Hangman in the upright. They know why. They're feeling hopeless, unhealed here in the star energy. And what's behind the deck here? We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They didn't receive anything. Again, that would have been the money, the fame, the fortune, status, whatever. Because all that stuff is in the material world. And they're not getting any of it. They're getting the exact opposite of that. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, please. This selfish individual. All right. Ace of Wands in the upright. And we have the Justice in reverse again. So the Justice twice in reverse. Temperance in the upright. Queen of Cups in the upright. That is you. You are the sweetheart here. It's funny though, the devil's right behind you. And who's the devil? Your love-bombing master from the past. Obsessed with you. Still very much in their devil ways, but obviously so obsessed with you because they had a beautiful Queen of Cups in the upright. They had an Empress energy and they threw it away for a mud maggot. And they know how healed and balanced you are. They cannot throw you off your square. They just can't. You're just too solid on it. You took too long to heal, too long to gain this energy. Because the healing part is never easy. It's a process. It takes a while, and it's never a straight trajectory. It's like up and down. It's difficult, and you've been there. Ace of Wands in the upright, it's them wanting to have a new start with you. They know you're having a new adventure, new starts for you. And why is they get karma, and why? Because again, and this Queen of Pentacles is getting the karma too, but she's like so delusional that she's trying to pretend that everything's okay, and it's really a mental case. Three of Wands in reverse, and the World. Yeah, see, the cycle's over, and they're not moving forward. Their ships are never coming in, and again, they have to make things right. Like, they have to do that. If they do not, it's stagnation for the rest of it. It's more karma for the rest of this until the day they die. It could be jail time for the people. Things are not going to get better. They're going to continue to get worse. And the universe has a myriad of ways to make that happen. Just like it has a myriad of ways to make, to gift you with beautiful things. Choice is yours. You have the free will to resist. All right. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, please. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, please. Tell me about Queen. Da, da, da. Yes, yes. Seven of Swords in reverse. Everything is being found out about this person. And it was all going to come up anyway, because the lies are always exposed one way or the other. Sometimes it takes a while, other times it doesn't. And right now we're in an ascension, and these lies are not taking that long. Like everything, you see, like all the lies about, from the JFK assassination to all these things are being exposed. It's like all coming to the surface now. Page of Cups in the upright. Yeah, they want to come in and apologize, of course, because their foundations are falling apart. There were no foundations here. And King of Swords in the upright. Is this the love? Okay. So they are going to speak some truth. They're gonna speak about this, what this Queen of Pentacles did. But again, we're gonna leave things out. Let's put it that way. Nine of Swords, please. Nightmare energy, anxiety, high anxiety. Tell me about this. Is this? No, it's the love-bombing mask. Yeah, it's the love-bombing mask. It's like the Queen of Pentacles is so delusional that she's pretending she's still Queen of the Queen Sheba or whatever the frig. She ain't, but you know, delusional. It's such a grand delusion. All right, can I have 2 cards for this Nine of Swords in the upright, please? Okay. We have the Moon in the upright, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Behind that, we have the Temperance in the upright. 10 of Swords in the upright. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Is this the money to heal or heal things between the okay? They're wanting to heal things with you. You know, again, that's at 10 of Swords because it's healing the situation between the two of you, right? But it's also, again, we see it in the reverse for them because then personally they're unable to heal or unwilling to heal. So it doesn't make sense for you, the two of you, try to heal something when this person's not healed themselves. Like you already went through this. You're the Temperance energy. You're the healed energy. You're the balanced one. We do have the Moon here. Is this things hidden? Emotions. They're highly emotional right now because Justice is playing out. It's right next to it. And of course we have the Karma also in reverse right next to it. It's sandwiched in between the Moon here. Or the Moon is sandwiched between the two of them rather. And so they're just in this high anxiety all the time, really. I mean, this card keeps coming up all the time. We have the 9 of Wands in the upright. We have the World in reverse. They're trying to fight against this. I mean, they're trying to, because every time they turn around, it's something else is going wrong. And, you know, these things keep getting larger and larger. It could be now, you know, it could be lawsuits. It could be like, you know, they're taking their car and they're going, you know, to the gym or something, and suddenly they get into a fender bender, an accident. You know, it's like one thing after another. They find out, you know, they go out to the car and they find out their tires are flat, you know, or it's like one thing after another, you know, like say that, you know, they're sharing, they're renting a place with a roommate, and they're paying the roommate because the roommate initially had the contract with the landlord, and finding out that they're giving him money, but the money's never going to the landlord, so now they have to, like, you know, they're being evicted, you know, that kind of thing. Well, because they're dealing with a lot of unscrupulous people too, because they're not going to find high vibrational people because they themselves are low vibrational. And until they heal, until they change, that ain't going to change. So, 9 of Swords in the upright. Tell me about this 9 of Swords, please. We have the King of Swords in the upright again. Okay. Is this... okay, so it's your low vibing mass from the past wanting to come in and speak some truth. You know, because again, they're also trying to prevent a tower from falling on their head. This is the ironic part, is that they threw you under the bus and now they actually need your help. 4 of Pentacles in reverse, having to let go. 6 of Swords in reverse. And we have the 3 of Pentacles in the upright and the 5 of Pentacles in the upright as well. So there we are. Now, it's interesting that the 3 of Pentacles is kind of in between here, because the 5 of Pentacles is a sense of loss, right? Again, they're going to want to come in and work with you, and they have to let go of this stuff. They have to let go, you know, and come in, because there's no way for them escaping the drama. That's the 6 of Swords in reverse. And the 4 of Pentacles is saying they have to let go. They have to let go of their ego. They have to let go of whatever they're trying to hold on to. And they have to come in and say something. That is that King of Swords. But you see, it is in the ethereal. So it hasn't happened yet, but they know they need to. It was very much, a bit from the same reading yesterday, of course. Now, we do have the Hermit in reverse again. This person has not looked inward. No, it really hasn't done like a dark night of the soul to really examine their own life and really start to change it. Yes, this person's been doing a lot of thinking. That can be the Hermit too, but they're thinking about how they got themselves into this position. Okay, so again, feeling lonely and isolated as well, because there's no one around them that can help support them. They chose all low-vibing people, which of course don't have the facilities or faculties to help this person, nor the intention to do so. So let's see. The Hermit in reverse, please. We have, there's the Tower in the upright, and we also have the Four of Cups in the upright. And we have the Three of Wands in reverse. So again, shifts are not coming in. They know they have to come to you. Is this what the Tower is? This here? No, they're already in the Tower, because that's the karma right next to it. And they know they have to come in and make this offer, but again, they're not sure how you're going to, how they're going to approach you, how you're going to see them, you know. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. Again, the situation's falling apart. But the thing is, though, they have to be honest, and they have to say, listen, I need to talk to you, and I need to tell you what was going on, blah, blah. They just need to be straightforward, point blank. You know, none of this bouncing around bullshit, like, how was your day, or how are you? No. We get to the point. What are you trying to say? Because you're not going to have any patience for this. So they better be, like, saying what they need to say. All right, give me another card here, please, for this Hermit in reverse. Page of Cups in the upright, the apology. The Hermit in reverse, again, feeling lonely and isolated. And feeling like, you know, it's also, again, they're just, it's also not really knowing how to approach you, but they have to just come in and speak truth. It's the thing. I need to speak to you about what was going on, blah, 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 that, like, you know, so-and-so, can I speak to you? Can I talk to you about that? Just point blank. Not like this, you know, oh, how are you doing? How are the kids? No, you're not going to want to hear that. You don't want to hear the, no, we're not talking about niceties. No, don't care. Like, and there you are, the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. You are truly the nurturing one, knowing how to manage money, how to make money. Let's get a few cards here to wrap this up, and we will call it a read. And just check the time, 9:37, because I have a client coming at 10. Make sure I'm on point for everything. Because yes, I do in-calls here at the house, but you got to be in LA. So otherwise, we do them, you know, FaceTime and Zoom and WhatsApp. All right, Six of Cups, please. Tell me the Six of Cups. I want the Six of Cups. Just give me 4 cards. I'm just looking at the Six of Cups on the table. Okay. The Hermit again in reverse. It's the 3rd time this card has popped out. Okay. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. We have the Empress in reverse. And we have the Five of Cups in the upright. Okay. And then we have the Eight of Wands in the upright. Six of Cups in reverse. And we got the Six of Swords in reverse, because this person cannot get away from the drama that they started. This is why they need your help. This is why they want to come in quickly. And of course, we know the other person's coming in relatively quickly. I think they're going to be coming in around the same time. But I think your person from the past needs to get there before the other person does. Let's just put it that way. And like I said, this should all wrap up for most of you by the end of summer. But, you know, again, that could happen this week. This could happen today. So that's being, you know, gracious with the time. But this could happen any particular moment. So the Hermit again in reverse, this person's feeling very isolated and lonely. They took the Six of Cups, you know, took a karmic situation, and now they've got nobody there for them. Six of Wands in reverse, they're seeing no victory with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Of course, the Queen of Pentacles is not seeing any victory either. They're not getting noticed. There was a lot of ego here. And they completely destroyed themselves. The Empress in reverse, of course, is that low-vibing femme, and that's why they're in a lot of nightmarish energy, because they chose this mud maggot. And then we have the Five of Cups here. You know, there's a lot of remorse for what they did. That's why they're feeling lonely. They're still this lonely in isolation, and just a lot of regret, man. A lot of regret. Anyway, guys, that's what I have for you. I hope, you know, it resonated. Go have yourself a beautiful Sunday, you know, go out and have fun and enjoy yourselves. And I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.